Well, Halifax 57 Rescue, frankly, and Carl Casgard and other people involved are an inspiration. I mean, their dedication to keeping the memories of Bomber Command alive, most specifically the Halifax, which obviously was a tremendous aircraft. I mean, countless numbers of Canadians flew on that, as well as, of course, Brits and others. Halifax 57 Rescue's efforts in getting the airplane out of Norway and to Trenton, getting it on display now, were magnificent. The project to get, I forget the tail number, but to get the Halifax out from the bottom of the Irish Sea is a monumental challenge. Under 6,000 feet of water is a pretty tough technological challenge, but hopefully they'll make it happen. And the idea, of course, is to get the Halifax to Nanton, so that there'll be a Halifax and a Lancaster, the only museum in the world with both of those aircraft. So it's obviously a labor of love for Carl and yourself and other people involved. And it's the kind of thing that really inspires people like me, and should inspire other Canadians to get involved and help Halifax 57 Rescue to reach that goal. It's a really important thing for the education of Canadians, young and old. Well, the 1,000 pounds of ingots as part of the roof is tremendously significant and tremendously symbolic. I mean, it's aluminum from Canadian Halifax bombers that participated in Bomber Command. It doesn't get any more real than that. And have those melted down into ingots and then obviously shipped to England in the back of a C-130 from the Royal Canadian Air Force, and become part of the monument itself is an incredibly significant achievement for Carl and 57 Rescue. And I think anybody who goes there should know that I guess you can't reach the roof, but at least know that is physically part of Canadian history and Canadian sacrifice in World War II. The Bomber Command Museum in Nanton is a tremendous asset to the history of Canada and the preservation of that history. I've been there a number of times. It's got a Lancaster bomber there. There's tremendous stories from a number of Canadians who served in Bomber Command. It's a museum well worth seeing now. It's a museum well worth supporting as they work towards becoming that museum with those two aircraft types. It's a tremendous asset to Canadian history. I would encourage anybody who is around that part of the world in southern Alberta, or make a special effort to be in that part of the world. There's lots of other attractions that will take you there, but the museum at Nanton should be one of those because it's very, very unique. It's got some very unique stories. I mean, the Lancaster that's there, they run the engines from time to time. It's living, it's very living history, and it's well worth a visit. And children should go and learn a little bit more about the history of why Canada is the way it is today and why we enjoy the freedoms we do today.